In just a matter of months, ChatGPT has become such an essential part of our workflow. I myself use it to generate titles and descriptions for many of my videos. Today, I thought I'd run an experiment. I have with me Pallavi, my colleague who produces Kannada videos for our sister company, Prajavani. Pallavi, have you ever used ChatGPT?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇದೇ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಸತಿ ನಾನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರೋದು.
Okay. It's a fairly easy interface, and over the past few days we've been trying to generate titles and descriptions for our videos about Chandrayaan 3, which has been all the buzz. So I thought today we would try ChatGPT to do that. It's very easy. ಮೊದಲು ಫಸ್ಟು ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಂಪ್ಟ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಟೈಟಲ್ಸ್.
ಓಕೆ.
ಸೊ ಚಂದ್ರಯಾನ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ.
ಸೊ ನಾನು ಚಂದ್ರಯಾನ 3 ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ್ ರೋವರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಡಿಯೋಗೆ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಕೊಡಬಹುದಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ಅದು ಚಂದ್ರಯಾನ 3 ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ್ ರೋವರ್ ಭಾರತದ ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷ ಅನ್ವೇಷಣೆಯ ಮುಂದಿನ ಅದ್ವಿತೀಯ ಅವನತಿ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಅದು ಅವನತಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಕೆಳ ಪಾತಾಳ ಡಿಸಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಥರ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋ ಥರ.
So the reason for this is probably because the last knowledge update of ChatGPT 3 was in September 2021. So the closest thing it knows to Chandrayaan 3 was Chandrayaan 2, which was a failure, which is why adu disaster anta bantu. So let's try and give it something from those times. September 2021 nalli vaccination drive naditittu, amele Afghanistan alli problem agtittu. So let's try and generate a title for a video about the vaccination drive in India.
Adu COVID vaccination anta.
Ha. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2021 ಅಂತಾನೆ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ.
ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ವಿಡಿಯೋಗೆ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಒಂದು 5 ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಡಬಹುದಾ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ಅದು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಗೆ ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 2021 ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಅದ್ಭುತ ಪ್ರಗತಿ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಅಪ್ಡೇಟ್. ಸುರಕ್ಷಿತ ಉಳಿಯುವುದು ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 2021 ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಹಂಚಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ವಿವರಣೆ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 2021 ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ಸಾರಾಂಶ. ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನೇಷನ್ ಗುರಿಗಳು ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 2021 ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಮುನ್ನಡಿ. ತಾಜಾ ಸುದ್ದಿಗಳು ಸೆಪ್ಟೆಂಬರ್ 2021 ಕೋವಿಡ್ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿನ್ ವಿತರಣಾ ವರದಿ. ಈ ಶೀರ್ಷಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಆಧಾರವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಹಾಕಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ಲೆಸ್ ಇದೆ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ.
So while ChatGPT very easily generated title examples for my videos in English, it struggled to do the same in Kannada. Either the responses were grammatically wrong or they were completely meaningless. Why is this happening? What is wrong with the way that ChatGPT is being trained? This is what I'm going to be addressing in this video. GPT is a large language model, which basically means that it learns vast amounts of data and processes it so that it can mimic human intelligence and by extension, human speech. Which is why you could ask it to write an essay or condense a legal brief, and it will. It is capable of putting together various pieces of data to create something new. In March 2023, Google released Bard, which is supposed to be GPT's primary competitor. Its USP was that it works in 46 languages and the Indian regional languages are supposed to be among them. Let's go back to our experiment. So I'm going to try Bard in Kannada, Hindi and Tamil. Let's start with Kannada. Can you speak Kannada? Here are some examples of Kannada sentences that I can translate. ಕೆಲಸ ಹೇಗಿದೆ? In brackets it's transcribed into ಕೆಲಸಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ, and then that's translated into how are you, which is wrong. Okay, here I'm going to ask it a question in Kannada.
ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ನಂತರ ಮುಖ್ಯ ನಾಡುಗಳು ಕಾವೇರಿ. ಈ ನದಿಯು ಭಾರತದ ಉತ್ತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿ ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು ಮತ್ತು ಕೇರಳದ ಮೂಲಕ ಹರಿದು ಬಂಗಾಳ ಕೊಲ್ಲಿಯನ್ನು ಸೇರುತ್ತದೆ.
In Tamil, I asked it, ನಾನು ತಮಿಳ್ல பேசுவேன், ನೀನು ತಮಿಳ್ல பதில் சொல்லுವೆ, which means I'm going to speak in Tamil, will you respond in Tamil? And its response is, ஆமாம் நான் தமிழ்ல பதில் சொல்ல முடியும், உனக்கு என்ன தெரியும்? Which means, yes, I will respond in Tamil, what do you know? Which doesn't quite make sense, but I'm going to ask it a question. I'm going to ask it to give me a title for a video.
சரி, உங்கள் வீடியோவின் தலைப்பை நான் உங்களுக்கு உதவ முடியும். உங்கள் வீடியோவின் உள்ளடக்கத்தை பொறுத்து பின்வரும் தலைப்புகள் உதவியாக இருக்கும். இந்தியாவின் சந்திராயன் ஒரு பார்வை.
it has given me 5 titles, and it's also asked me to give it more information about the viewers of the video, about what else is the content of the video, and then it tells me that if I give it all of this information, it could probably help me better. Well, Bard seems to be giving me very good responses in both Kannada and Tamil, but this wasn't the case a few weeks ago. So I think Bard is improving every single day. This is the data on which GPT-3 was trained. 60% of this data is from scraping millions of websites on the internet curated by a non-profit called Common Crawl. And out of this humongous corpus of data, 45.2% is in English. Where is Kannada? All the way down here, with 0.0132%. And other languages are almost just as poor. So obviously, its performance wouldn't be as good. This is a huge problem because this essentially means that around 70% of Indians, that is, those who don't communicate in English, cannot access artificial intelligence. Om Shiv Prakash HL is a techie whose main focus is on creating a digital archive of Kannada texts using a technology called optical character recognition. He spent the better part of his life trying to simplify the process of publication in regional languages and make it more accessible.
We need current affairs to be fed into the AI, we need the classical text to be fed into the AI. Kannada Wikipedia does not have enough content itself. Even though you have some content, that needs to be further verified, edited, fine-tuned with all the references which can be further read by the AI models to verify that your citations are correct and your facts are correct. So today we are actually living in the age of fact check requirement, right? So you have false news, okay, and none of the fact check solutions can identify whether the news in regional language is correct or not, because they don't have enough resource citations or references. So now you actually have to bridge all these gaps. So you have a lot of things that are actually missing from the regional language perspective.
The most important step that India has taken towards tackling this problem is this. A group of linguists, researchers and software developers have come together as AI for Bharat. They are building an open source language AI that can function in Indian languages. There's also Bhashini, an API, an application programming interface. Basically, other AI models can use Bhashini to take information in one language and communicate it in another. It is part of the National Language Translation Mission, an initiative taken by the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology to make texts available in all 22 official Indian languages.
Bhashini is a mission to, transcend the language barrier. That means, bridge the language divide using digital tools for that. The technology today allows us to, translate one language to other language using the artificial intelligence models. That's what, Bhashini is attempting to do. We are enabling computer to automatically recognize the speech. That means automatic speech recognition technologies. We are targeting 22 languages, which are the scheduled languages today. Now the computer will be able to understand what you speak. That means you don't need to actually learn computer to use computer. We are also focusing on that there are a whole lot of knowledge on the text which are printed. So optical character recognition is one of the technologies which we are investing in.
So I've introduced a bunch of people and a bunch of terms, but it all comes down to what you, the user, can actually do with all of this. And that is where Jugal Bandi comes into play. Jugal Bandi is a WhatsApp bot that gives you information about government schemes. It is powered by GPT-3 and the Bhashini API. It works in around 10 languages as of now. Among them are Kannada and Hindi.
Jugal Bandi, as the name suggests, basically is a reasoning engine that works with Bhashini audio models, works with GPT-4 model, works on my scheme data to make it available as a conversational service for citizens to discover scheme as well as find out if they are eligible or not.
This bot is being developed and improved as we speak, but let's see what it can do right now. Now, I myself cannot test the bot's performance in Kannada or Hindi because those aren't my primary languages of communication. So we have Pallavi back with us to test the bot in Kannada, and we have Varsha to test it in Hindi. I myself will be trying it out in Tamil. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Under language, I'm going to put Tamil.
Okay. I'll put Hindi.
Yeah.
ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ ಹಾಕಬೇಕು.
So it gave a response, right? What did it say?
अब कृपया अपना प्रश्न टाइप करें या ध्वनि नोट में रिकॉर्ड करके पूछें.
So we'll send voice notes first. I think the question that we can ask is, we're all women living in Bangalore. What kind of government schemes are available for us?
ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗೆ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸವಲತ್ತುಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಯೋಜನೆಗಳಿದ್ದಾವೆ? ಬಂತು. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸ್ವೀಕರಿಸಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸರ್ಕಾರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗೆ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಸವಲತ್ತುಗಳು ಮತ್ತು ಯೋಜನೆಗಳಿಂದ ಸಹಾಯಕವಾಗಬಹುದಾದ ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳು ನಾನು ಕಂಡುಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನೀವು ಯಾವುದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ತಿಳಿಯಲು ಬಯಸುತ್ತೀರಿ? ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ ನಂಗೆ. ಅದು
ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಅದು ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ನೋಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರಾ?
1. ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗಾಗಿ ಹೊಸ ಸ್ವರ್ಣಿಮ ಯೋಜನೆ. 2. ಬೇಟಿ ಬಚಾವೋ ಬೇಟಿ ಪಢಾವೋ. 3. ಪ್ರಧಾನ ಮಂತ್ರಿ ಮಾತೃ ವಂದನಾ ಯೋಜನೆ. 4. ಸ್ವಧಾರ್ ಗೃಹ. ಕಷ್ಟದ ಸಂದರ್ಭಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಯೋಜನೆ.
Okay. What about Hindi?
बैंगलोर में रहने वाली महिलाओं के लिए कुछ सरकारी सुविधाएं या योजनाएं बताएं. मुझे निम्नलिखित योजनाएं मिली हैं जो सहायक हो सकती हैं. आप किसके बारे में अधिक जानना चाहेंगे? Shall I play?
1. बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ. 2. महिलाओं के लिए नई स्वर्णिमा योजना. 3. स्वाधार गृह. मुश्किल परिस्थितियों में महिलाओं के लिए एक योजना.
பெங்களூரில் வாழும் பெண்களுக்கு கவர்மெண்ட்லேருந்து எந்த மாதிரி திட்டங்கள் கிடைக்கும்?
பெண்களுக்கான புதிய ஸ்வர்ணிமா திட்டம் உங்கள் தேவைகளுக்கு மிகவும் பொருத்தமானது என்று நான் நினைக்கிறேன்.
ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಇದು 10 ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ.
10 ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್.
ಅದರಿಂದ ಒಂದನ್ನ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾಹಿತಿ
ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಇವಾಗ.
ಓಕೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿಂದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಗಿವ್ ಯು 6 ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಸ್.
Yeah.
And in Tamil, it just gave me 1. The glaring problem is the fact that it gives different information in each of the languages. Having said that, this is still quite impressive because the transcription was done perfectly and it gave us information about a lot of schemes that we didn't even know existed. Pallavi, ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಅನಿಸ್ತು?
ಈ ರೀತಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಅಂದರೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಡ್ತು ಈ ವಾಟ್ಸಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಅದು ನನಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ತಿಳಿದಿರಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರೋದು, ನಾವು ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಅ ರಿಪೋರ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಯಾರೋ ಕೇಳುವಾಗ ನಮಗೂ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದರಿಂದ. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೂ ಕೂಡ ಆಡಿಯೋ ಥ್ರೂ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಅದು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಯೋಜನೆಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೇ ಇರಲ್ಲ, ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಇದು ತುಂಬ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನಂಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ.
ಓಕೆ. ಹರ್ಷ?
This seems to work pretty fine for Hindi. But I wonder when will it be available in my mother tongue, which is Maithili. It is spoken by many people, and like my grandma, she only understands Maithili, not even Hindi. It will be helpful for older people.
Based on all of the testing that we did here today, I think we can fairly conclude that we do have quite a long way to go. But steps are being taken to bridge this gap. Data scraping is happening on a daily basis. Data sets are being created. When we spoke about the training data of GPT, we saw that the percentage of regional language data on the internet is very small. So do we even have enough data in regional languages to train AI models? What is being done to bridge this gap? That's what I'll be addressing in the next video. Make sure not to miss it.